Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to present the newest lead generation method right now. I'm going to show you a secret strategy that you haven't seen anywhere else that's going to get you the highest quality leads for free. Now, you heard that correct. You don't have to pay for any more expensive softwares. You don't have to settle for getting bad quality leads. And I'm going to show you how you get straight to the CEOs, the owners, the managers, including their personal phone number, email address, and social media. And it's super simple. This can be done with one click of a button. Now, I don't think you're going to find an easier video on YouTube on lead generation, right? And you're going to absolutely love this, and it's the newest way of going about it. And this does work for every single niche you can think of. Just make sure you do stick to the end of the video so you understand how to do it fully and you can take advantage of this amazing video. So let's dive into this. You know I don't mess about. If we look at what we're going to scrape, you can see this is a ridiculous amount of information, including their YouTube, their Twitter, their TikTok. You see we get their actual Instagram, their Facebook, including their actual personal emails. So we're going straight to the manager's emails. We're not going to a secretary. This is mind-blowing. And obviously we get their phone numbers and just all the information that is accessible live. But this is all done automated, so you don't have to do anything and you don't have to pay for anything. And I'm going to show you how this works. So the first thing we're going to do is head over to a tool called Apify. Now, if you don't know what Apify is, it's basically a place in which you can build a web scraper. Now, the softwares that you actually pay for use Apify and other similar softwares on their back end, so we can stop paying for softwares and we can go straight to the source. And it's going to be so simple. You're going to be like, why haven't I been doing this for the past ages? Because it's so easy. So once you log in and you go to store right here, and bear in mind this is free. You can get, I think, a few hundred or 1,000 leads for free. So there's no reason why you shouldn't do this. And if you go to store, what we are looking for first and foremost is Google Maps Extractor. You can see it's right here. You can also search for it up here, and you can see there's also other ones. There's web scrapers, there's Twitter scrapers. You can see LinkedIn, YouTube, Reddit scrapers. Everything is here, right? But if we just click on this one, and it may look confusing, but I promise you, just keep watching. It's super simple. All you need to do is just put in the search term, so your niche for who you want to scrape, and you want to put the location and how many leads you want, and you just click start. And just like that, it will scrape. So how this works is, for most of you, you probably know that you can go onto Google and search for restaurants, let's just say Dubai, and you can get, if you click on maps, you'll see that you get obviously a bunch of restaurants in Dubai, right? But how this software works is with one click, it's actually going to scrape all of this information, right? And it's going to go a step beyond that, and it's actually going to go onto their website and get all of their social media. It's going to find the owner's emails and all of that stuff and put it into a CSV for us. So if we just quickly go for this, let's do restaurants let's do New York. Restaurants in New York. And you want to put the location as what you want. Number of, let's just do 5 because I want to make it really quick and easy. However, you could easily do a few hundred leads with one click and you'll get that back. So if we just click save and start, you can see that what this is going to do, you don't need to have this open. This runs, on its own cloud essentially. You can see that it's just going to start scraping. You don't have to do anything. And if we just let it rest for 2 minutes, so I'll pause it and come back once it's done. So just like that, it has done the lead scraping. So if we click on preview in new tab, you can see that we get the information in terms of their address, their website. But now this isn't enough information. We want to go a step beyond this. So what we're going to do is we are going to click on export 5 results right here. And we are going to essentially copy this ID. Now, what we're doing is we're going to use another scraper. So if you go back to store really quickly, this is all you need to do now, and you're pretty much finished, is if we search for Google Maps and we go for email extractor. It's this one by Lucas Rivka, however you pronounce that. And if you click on it, all you need to do now is just paste in your ID and then save and start. And what this is doing is it's basically going through. So imagine you had 500 leads right here. What this is going to do is it's going to go through these 500 leads, scrape their websites, get their social medias for you, the personal email addresses, their phone number, all of that stuff from the website without you having to do anything. So you can see that it usually takes about 1 minute to scrape, and it just runs in the background. You don't need to do anything. So it has just finished scraping the websites, and as you can see, it's gotten all of this information from that. So if we click preview in new tab, you can see that it's gotten, yeah, all of the emails. You can see here there's multiple different emails, including the owners. So yeah, it's got their social media, everything all in one place, and you can actually download this. You could easily copy this and then just import it into a Google Sheets, or you can go to export 5 results and then just download it in the format that you want. And just like that, you can have 500 leads, 1,000 leads. I just did 5 to make it really quick, but obviously you would do a lot more. Now, what we're going to talk about is how you can take this to the next level. If you thought the value was good so far, we're going to take it to the next level. Like, this is going to blow your mind. So essentially what I'm going to show you right now is a completely free automation that is going to do this automatically. So instead of us having to go into Apify, all you need to do, if you keep watching, is just put in the niche and the location you want, and then you just run it, and it does it automatically without you having to go into Apify. So this is going to take it to the next level, and just make sure you keep watching so you know how to do this. And obviously this automation, as well as all my other automations, can be found in my community, which will be the first link in the description. It's an amazing community. You can see that we have 40+ hours worth of content, and we have a make.com module where we place all of these automations completely done for you right in here, so you can plug and play them with one click. You can just import it. So that's that. But if you do want to build this automation, I'm going to show you step by step right now. So definitely keep watching, because you're not going to want to miss this. So yeah, as I said, how this works is essentially you put in whatever you want and you just run it, and it does it automatically. It goes through the first actor and then the second actor, and it gets you your thousands of leads. So the first thing is head over to make.com. If you don't know what Make is, it is essentially a no-code automation software where you can build workflows and automations without knowing how to code. So you don't need to be an expert. And the reason we use it is because they have a free plan which you can stay on forever. So once you're inside, you're going to create a new scenario at the top right. And the first thing we're going to add is actually Apify. So just follow this step by step. It's going to take 5 minutes max, and you can actually do this whilst you're doing it. So yeah, click on run an actor. Running an actor is a fancy way of saying that it's going to scrape the web. That is a very simple way of explaining it. I don't know why they need to make it confusing, but you just need to select the actor that you want. So for example, we did the first one. So obviously you can do this manually like I showed you, but this is just a way of automating it to make it look and save you time, right? So if we search for the first one, which was this one, the Google Maps extractor, all you need to do, you don't need to code, you just need to grab this and then paste it into Make, and then just paste in the JSON we just copied. Simple. Obviously make sure you connect Apify. You just need your API token, which can be found if we go into here, and if you go to settings, you can find it in there basically. So just make sure you connect your API, and then you're good to go, right? Just input the JSON file and you can leave that as it is. So you've just done 1 out of about 4 steps. So there's only like a few more to do. It's really easy. Now we're going to set a variable. So let's set the variable as asleep. So let's actually delete this and just search for sleep. That's probably much easier. So sleep, and then let's just run a delay of 30 seconds. Now, the reason we're delaying it by 30 seconds is we don't want to overkill Make basically, because when too much information goes too quickly, it's going to stop the workflow and it won't work. So just adding a sleep of 30 seconds is perfect. And then we're going to search for Apify, and we're going to run another actor. So if you remember correctly, the first thing we did manually, and you can just do it manually if you want, is just use the Google Maps extractor, but then we wanted to go an extra step and get the actual information from their website, including their social, their personal email, and all of that good stuff. So in this case, we're not going to run the same actor, but we're going to run the actor by Lucas, right? Because it was the Lucas Google Maps with contact details, right? This was the one. So yeah, that is the one that we want, and you can leave this as no. This just means that it's going to run it in order. So you can have this as yes or no. It doesn't actually matter too much. But now let's do input JSON. So we want to do the same thing by going to all actors and then searching for the actor that we want. So it's this one, and we essentially want to go to JSON, copy this, and then paste it into Make. Perfect. So now let's just click OK, and we can actually select this as yes if you want. Now all you need to do is actually add a module right here, and this is going to be a set variable. So this will all make sense in a second, but let's just call this search term. And this is going to blow your mind. So if we click OK and just link that up to there, you can see that we want to unlink that and instead link it to that. Perfect. So now what we're going to do is, instead of it saying restaurants in New York, we're actually going to replace this with search term. So what this means is, and you can have this as well by adding another variable if you don't want to do New York, but how this works now is, instead of us having to change it there, all you have to do is put in your niche. So let's say we want roofing in London, click OK, and now run it, and it's going to work. And you don't have to do anything. You don't have to go into Make. You don't have to go into Apify, and it's just going to run. Crazy. So let's just run this to see how it works. So you can see that it's automatically set a variable. Right now it's gone into Apify, so it's running an actor as we speak. This may take a bit of time, so I may have to pause it, but I'm just explaining what it's going to do. And then once it's got the first part of the automation, it's then going to wait 30 seconds, and then it's going to get their contact information and provide it to us, which is amazing. So far it has worked successfully. You can see that it has essentially, we've changed the search term for roofing in London. You can see that if we go to output, the scraping is finished, so this is perfect. And it has waited 30 seconds, and now it's doing its final part of just scraping the website to be able to give us all the contact information from that. If you enjoyed this video, just drop a like, subscribe, and make sure you do subscribe, because I've got some amazing videos just like this coming soon, so you definitely don't want to miss out on that. And I'll put some videos up here that you can watch, and yeah, check out the community if you want extra help scaling your business and you want to use the newest automations and software. So take it easy, watch some videos up here that I'll put, because they're also valuable. But yeah, catch you in the next one. Take care.